Hi, welcome to Asian Garden to Table. A reliable seedling supply is very critical for growing a sustainable and productive garden. Growing your own vegetable seedlings will save you a lot of money. Young seedlings are very vulnerable and require intense care. I have done a lot of research and experiments in order to build my seed starting system. This system has been running for more than 3 years, and I'm extremely happy about it. Recently, I rebuilt it and would like to share with you in this video. First, choose the right seed starting kit. You should use potting mix as seed starting media, containers with holes at bottom, and trays that can hold water. This tray is thin and easy to break. Stack a good tray with a broken one will make it last longer. The tray is leveled, so water will be evenly distributed in the tray. The potting mix will absorb water in the tray and stay moist for seedlings to grow. Second, equip a rack with a drip system. You can buy a rack. Make one with any material, but make sure it is sturdy and outdoor suitable. Place your rack at a sunny spot and make sure it is leveled well. According to your rack size and structure, design and install a drip system for adding water in the trays. My rack is 6 feet x 2 feet, 3 tires. I can load 6 trays on each tire. Each tray will have a dripper. Water is fed from main line and distributed to all drippers. You can choose 0 to 10 GPM water flow from each drippers by turning the cap. Installing drip system is very similar to what you do for your garden. Punch holes at every 1 foot. Attach drippers to micro hoses. Install micro hose onto main hose with a connector. Connect main hoses according to layout design. Install the drip line into the rack. Zip tight to tighten the lines onto the rack. Third, install liquid fertilizer dispenser in water line which have a timer to control. Seedlings need nutrients to grow well. When water flows through fertilizer dispenser, it will automatically suck in a certain amount of fertilizers. For example, mine is 200 parts of water get 1 part of nutrients. Liquid fertilizer is gentle and work well. Fill the dispenser with liquid fertilizer. You can use any liquid fertilizer you like. Water comes out from a valve controlled by a timer. Get through an anti-backflow valve, a 25 psi pressure regulator. Get into fertilizer dispenser, where a small amount of fertilizer is added into water. Then the water is distributed into each tray through drip lines. Fourth, adjust watering time and water flow. This can be a little bit tricky. The goal is to make sure all your trays are added with the right amount of water. The potting mix should be wet but not soaked. I set 5 minutes watering time every day. Turn on each dripper to test flow rate. Each time the water added in the tray should be around 1 inch deep. According to my experience, it should be able to wet the potting mix whole day. Middle tire and bottom tire gets less sun and will be loaded with new started trays or smaller seedlings, so I adjust the water flow smaller accordingly. At the beginning, you may need to check your trays every day to see if water is added properly. Make adjustments if necessary. Once your seed starting system running regularly, the water needed will get stable. Then you won't need to adjust drippers flow until something different happens. Sixth, install a clear roof and an anti-insect screen for your seed starting rack. A clear roofing board works well for this purpose. It will prevent water flushing and damaging young seedlings and still allow the sunshine to get through. An anti-insect screen is very useful. It will weaken any wind or storm into the rack from outside. The most important thing is it keeps out small animals such as squirrels, birds, rabbits, and insects such as aphids, flies, and worms. In cold area, a plastic film instead of a screen can make the rack into a small greenhouse for early seed starting. Draw a cut figure according to the rack and cut the screen into pieces. Sew the pieces together. Cover up the rack. Zip tie the corners onto the rack to keep the screen nice and fit. Attach the fertilizer dispenser back on the rack. Finally, install a door frame and a door. I use screenhouse parts for this. According to your rack structure and material, you can have different way to put on the screen. I did it on my own way, and I'm sure there's a better way to do this. It is not perfect, but it works for me. If you have better idea, please don't hesitate to share with us. To start your seeds, sow the seeds in seed starters. Place them in the trays. Load the trays onto the seed starting rack. Place the drippers in the trays. Check the water flow and close the door. Days later, your seedling will be ready. I hope my idea is helpful to you. By the way, I will update my videos on AsianGardenToTable.com at the same time and list the link to the tools, materials, and parts that I use in my project. Please stop by and check. Thank you very much for your support. See you next time.